Do you crave Chinese takeout but your favorite Chinese restaurant is closed right now? Or you just want to make a healthier option at home? Well, you're in luck because that's what we'll be doing today. Keep on watching. Aloha mai kako, my name is Relle and welcome to my kitchen where I like to share all my favorite island and Hawaiian style recipes. And today we'll be making a favorite Chinese takeout dish, beef and broccoli. Beef and broccoli is a popular plate lunch dish, especially here in Hawaii. Tender cuts of beef with vibrant green broccoli tossed in a sauté with a touch of sweet sauce to make this perfect Chinese takeout dish. So head and Mai, come along and let's make some beef and broccoli. First step is the broccoli. You're going to take one large head of broccoli and you're going to go ahead and cut it into florets. I like to cut them into kind of bigger pieces like this and then trim off the thick stems. You can go ahead and discard these stems, put them in your compost, toss it, give it to your rabbit, doesn't matter. Then you're going to cut them into smaller florets like this. Set that aside. Now, I like to blanch my broccoli. So you're going to boil a pot of water and add the broccoli florets in. Blanching the broccoli before tossing it into the stir fry helps to retain the texture of the broccoli and also cuts down on the stir fry cooking time. You're going to only cook this for about a minute or two just until the broccoli starts to soften up. Once it's done cooking, remove the broccoli and place it into an ice bath. The ice bath will stop the cooking process. Go ahead and set this aside for now. First, let's talk about the beef. It's important to use the right cut of beef. Generally, I like to use flank. You could also use tri-tip, top sirloin, top round. These help get the tenderest cuts of beef. Now, if you look at the beef, you'll see the grain of the beef. When you cut it, you want to make sure you cut against the grain. This causes the beef to fray, and when you cook it, it breaks it down, making a more tender cut. As you can see, the grain runs this way, so we're going to cut across it. But first, you want to trim off the excess fat part here. So all you're going to do is run your knife along that fat edge and cut that off, and you can discard that piece. Then, as I mentioned, you'll want to cut against the grain. Cut thin strips like this and continue until you cut up the whole piece of beef. Next, we're going to season and coat the beef. Add the beef to a bowl and then you're going to add salt and pepper. Next, the cornstarch. Cornstarch makes a coating on the beef, so when you toss it into the high heat, it protects the meat from overcooking and causing it to get tough. It also acts as a thickener, so when you add the sauce in, everything kind of sticks together and thickens up. So you can add the cornstarch to the beef and toss until all the pieces are coated with the cornstarch. Next up, the onions. Go ahead and trim off the top and the root. We'll probably only use about half of this onion right here. And then you're going to go ahead and cut thin slices like this. And next, the ginger. You're just going to take a small knob, take off the skin, and you're going to go ahead and dice this up into tiny pieces. And next, you're going to need a little bit of garlic. I absolutely love this garlic press here. I'll link it in the description box below. Makes it so much easier than dicing it all up. Place a piece in, squeeze it, and then you've got diced garlic. Go ahead and set that aside. And now for the sauce. You're going to go ahead and add shoyu, brown sugar, and cornstarch. Remember, that's for a thickener. Some oyster sauce that can be found in the Asian aisle at most grocery stores. That ginger that we diced up earlier, as well as the garlic. Mix that up until everything is well combined and set that aside. Then to a large pan set over medium-high to high heat, you're going to add the cooking oil of your choice. I like to use avocado oil. It's a high smoke point oil. Then you're going to add your beef and you're going to cook it until all sides are browned. After a few minutes, you can go ahead and flip the beef and cook it on the other side. Once the redness starts to disappear, then you can add the rest of the ingredients. We'll add in the onions here, and you'll cook that down until they start to become just barely translucent. And next, pour in that marinade that we made. It'll start to thicken up real quick as soon as it gets heated up. Mix until well combined and continue stirring until the sauce continues to thicken. And of course, you can't have beef and broccoli without the broccoli, so add the broccoli to the pan and stir it up until everything is well coated. And that's how you make Chinese takeout beef and broccoli. If you make this recipe or any of my other recipes, please let me know, tag me. I love seeing all your creations. If you want to see other island style recipes, then click this link below. Or if you're more of a desserts fan, watch this playlist here. And until next time, hui ho!
Thank you for watching my mom's video.